2020s. This musical play takes place in a social club with a large group of well-dressed men and women sitting at tables listening to the music of the mad scientist. There are live music performances by music artists, and the line dancers are having fun in the place to be. The social club is set up with a club owner, his hostess, a video projector, fancy lights, food, snacks, and drinks. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, mostly everyone in the club is wearing a fancy face mask. Even though the virus have led to many deaths and a global economic recession, that didn't stop them from socializing, having fun, and enjoying themselves.
The 2020s is the decade, starting January 1, 2020, and ending December 31, 2029. While living in the midpoint of the 2020s, we realize that we will most likely be remembered for the COVID-19 pandemic, anti-government demonstrations, the escalating global conflicts, both domestically and internationally, the advancement of artificial intelligence, and let's not forget our democracy. Therefore, we cannot predict the future to know what may happen before the end of 2029. The 2020s are very similar to the 1920s. The most obvious is the raging coronavirus pandemic of this century and its resemblance to the Spanish flu that began in 1918 and lasted into the early 1920s. The flu killed some 50 million people worldwide. The COVID-19 virus began 2019 and lasted until the middle of 2023. It killed 6.5 million people. By the way, women's rights were also a major turning point. The inauguration of the 45th president began on January 20, 2017, and he was president at the beginning of the 2020s, and his first presidency ended on January 20, 2021.
Did you hear what the president said yesterday? He said to drink bleach to kill the virus. What is this world coming to?
No. Now that's crazy. Who want to drink bleach? That stuff will kill you faster than the virus. That's insane.
Well, I've been drinking my ginger and garlic concoctions. That's building up my immune system.
Did you hear that, ambulance? All you hear is ambulance sirens day and night taking people to the emergency room? This is terrible.
Some people think it's transmitted through 5G network. You know, some of the 5G network towers were destroyed due to fake news.
Each time I buy my groceries, I wash everything off with soap and water.
Yesterday, I was on the line for 2.5 hours just to get into the drugstore to pick up my prescription. When I looked to buy some Tylenol, they were sold out.
Sold out? It's a shortage of everything. I went in the store to buy some disinfection spray this morning. The lines were long and the shelves were empty. This is terrible, girl.
Nobody knows for sure where this stupid virus from hell came from.
I heard it came from some weird medical lab in China.
All the public schools are closed? They provided digital computers to all the students. This way they can continue to learn.
I heard the schools are encouraging staff members to address students' social, emotional, and mental well-being. Man, we're living in some bad times.
I have a friend that's a school teacher, and she said the schools had to quickly train their staff on how to teach using the Google Classroom. She said they worked hard to make this teaching work.
Yeah, I'm a teacher myself, and the students are having a ball. They'll log in and go back to bed, or they'll be playing video games. When we ask questions, there is no response. No one is really there.
Hello. Everybody, do you know today is Carolyn's birthday?
Oh, really? Carolyn, did you let them know when you came in that today is your birthday?
Yeah, I told the hostess and she took my name.
Okay, here comes the hostess with the cake now.
Takes offense at a day in your celebration, 'cause we all know in our minds that there ought to be a time that we can set aside to show just how much we love you, and I'm sure you would agree. What could fit more perfectly than to have a world party on the day you came to be? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I just never understood how a man who died for good could not have a David Woods. He said, aside for his recognition, because it should never be just because some cannot see the dream as clear as he, that they should make it become an illusion. And we all know everything that each different time will bring, or in peace our heart will sing. Thanks to Martin Luther King. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Why has there never been a holiday? Love and unity to all of God's children. You bear this, and the whole day should be spent in full remembrance of those who lived and died for the oneness of all people. So let us all begin. We know that love can win. Let it out, don't hold it in. Say it loud as you can. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy
birthday. May, are you okay? Everybody, let's social distance ourselves and move back 6 feet.
No, I don't feel good. But look, I'm wearing my N95 mask.
Girl, you don't sound good. We hope you don't have the virus. You should go get tested.
I did the home test and it was negative, but I'm going to the emergency room.
Did anybody take the COVID-19 vaccine yet?
I'm afraid to take that vaccine. Nobody knows what's in it. I heard some people are getting sick from the vaccine.
Well, I took it because they said it will prevent me from getting too sick and it will keep me out of the hospital.
Do you know some people will try to make you look stupid if you wear a mask? Yeah, like the president make you feel? Did you see him on the news last night? Well, he's got it now. After telling everybody else to drink bleach. Now he's got it.
Yeah, but after they gave him that high-power booster medicine, now he's doing much better. You see, the rich can get the best medicine.
I wonder if life will ever get back to normal again.
Alice, I can't hear you because of the mask. What you wearing a mask for? It don't help.
Mary, what's your problem? You don't have to wear yours if you don't want to, but we're going to wear ours anyway.
I can't believe it. He has never been sick before. Now the hospital just called me to say he's in critical care. And it's gotten me so sad. The only thing I can do is cry, cry, cry.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Said I remember when we used to sit in the government yard in Trenchtown. Over serving the hypocrites as they would mingle with the good people we made. Good friends we have, oh good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. And no woman no cry. No woman no cry. Yeah, little darling, don't shed no tears. No woman no cry. Said I remember when we used to sit in the government yard in Trenchtown. And then Georgie would make the fire light as it was logwood burning through the night. And we would cook cornmeal porridge, of which I'll share with you. My feet is my only carriage, so I've got to push on through. But while I'm gone, I mean, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. I say, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. So woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Woman, little sister, don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry.
Several anti-government demonstrations and revolts occurred in the early 2020s, particularly in the United States, against racism and police brutality. The George Floyd protests were a series of protests and demonstrations against police brutality that began in Minneapolis on May 26, 2020. Floyd's strangulation caused by the police officer's knee compression on his neck that led to his death. The protest and civil unrest began in Minneapolis as reactions to the murder of George Floyd, a 46-year-old unarmed African-American man, by city police during an arrest. Protests quickly spread nationwide and to over 2,000 cities and towns in over 60 countries in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. Black Lives Matter is a decentralized political and social movement that highlights racism, discrimination, and racial inequality experienced by Black people, particularly focusing on police brutality and racially motivated violence, aiming to promote anti-racism and demand justice.
No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No peace! No justice! 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 No peace! Stop killing black people! No justice! No peace! 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 No justice! No peace!
No justice, no peace, no justice, no peace, no justice, what we need, no peace, no justice, no peace, what we need, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace in the east, peace in the west, peace in the south. I received a telegram from respectable people urging me to take a giant leap. I couldn't believe it. What I read in the telegram, this is what it said.
Hello, Super Group, this is your telegram. We welcome you to come to our hometown and do for us in a place to be. The rap song Peace with TLC.
They need peace, so they call on me. I answered their telegram of 1, 2, 3. They knew from hip hop what I say. My name is Super Cooper, yes, I'm on my way. No justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. We need peace. What we need in the east, what we need in the west, peace. No justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. We need peace in the north, peace in the east, peace in the west, peace in the south. I took the train, came up from the south. I'm a peace rapper, yes, cause I used my mouth. They met me at the station of the Amtrak train. They like me rapping cause I use my brain. Every now and then, a rapper come along with a message or peace wrapped in his song. We held a peace conference, came out with a plan to stop crime, racism, and man. Sign a peace treaty, now we respect it. Stop the violence, we got to reject it. To the end time, we gotta think twice. Don't shoot your brother, don't stab him with your knife. Say no, it couldn't happen to you or any other member of your crew. But listen everybody, you got to see, we all got to have a little TLC. We no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. We need peace. What we need in the east, what we need in the west, peace in the south. When we talk about peace, we're talking about peace all over the world. To every man, woman, boy, and girl. Not just in the Middle East, but what we're talking about world peace all over the world. Come on, let me give you the news. This rapper's dedicated to the Dr. King. Had a dream to let the freedom ring. Went to the mountaintop high above to make a ring. Everybody in the name of love. He looked over the top, saw the promised land. Respectable people working hand to hand, loving each other for the human rights. White to black, black, black to white. Now if you are wondering who they are, they are the ones that's going far for truth, justice. Don't be disgusted. You don't want peace then, you are busted. Peace, no peace, no justice, no peace. We need justice, no peace in the east, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. We need peace in the north, peace in the east, peace in the west, peace in the south. Peace, no peace, no justice, no peace. We need justice, no peace in the east, no justice, no peace. justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. We need peace in the north, peace in the east, peace in the west, peace in the south. When we talk about peace, we're talking about peace all over the world. We need to every man, woman, boy, and girl. We need not just in the Middle East, but what we are talking about, we're talking about world peace.
The majority of Black Lives Matter protests are peaceful, with violence being at the minimum.
Even though there are some instances of property damage or violence, these are not representative of the overall movement. As a result of the protests, many controversial forms of symbolism are either changed or removed.
The changes focused on removing and prohibiting displays of the Confederate statues and battle flag.
President number 45 deployed federal law enforcement forces in response to the racial unrest in 2020.
His demand for the federal funding of a border wall resulted in the longest U.S. government shutdown in history, but the president said Mexico was going to pay for the wall. Pay? They didn't even pay attention.
Hello, I'm back and I tested negative for the virus. I want to say a dispute with Congress over 45's demand for $5.7 billion for a border wall ends after a 35-day shutdown of the federal government, the longest in history.
The 45th president's supporters and white supremacists gathered to protest the results of the 2020 presidential election. A mob believed the election was stolen, and they overwhelmed the Capitol Police and pushed their way into the U.S. Capitol, where Congress was meeting to certify the election results.
Yes, and members of Congress had to run for their lives. The police was unable to contain the intruders who broke windows, destroyed property, and trespassed through the Capitol building.
The police shot and killed one pro-45 demonstrator as she tried to break through a door, and one Capitol police officer dies of injuries sustained during the riot.
It was back in 1962 when the nation took prayer out of school. And ever since that time, we've been on a moral decline. And today, America is facing a day of reckoning. With the pandemic and demonstrations across the nation over its sin of racism and injustice towards its people of color. America, we're now at the crossroads, and the road you take will seal your fate. Get right, America, for God's sake. God's sake. Crossroads. Now the road you take will seal your fate. Get right for God's sake. Tell you something now. When we did take prayer out of school, we rejected God and His rule, starting on a downward spiral, faster than a video goes viral. Now America today is so far away. We're calling right wrong. Wrong, right. And the church has gone silent. Have they given up the fight? For America, America is standing at the crossroads. Now the road you take will seal your fate. Get right for God's sake. Tell you something else. The presidential candidates have a plan. Can't tell you where they stand. It's fast coming down to election day, and it feels like approaching Judgment Day. Hey! And today's generation has faced situations unlike any other time in our nation. The redesigning, the redefining. What's your gender? Whatever you want. It doesn't end there. For America, America is standing at the crossroads. Now the road you take will seal your fate. Get right for God's sake. Tell you something more. Now it's such a sad around men who's black. There's no justification and no provocation. It's like an epidemic in our nation. Names like Ahmaud, George Floyd, Trayvon, and the list keeps going on and on. We got riots in the streets, more mass shootings, civil unrest, and more store lootings. Now we're fighting a war on terror. Make no mistakes, no room for error. For America, America, standing at the crossroads. And the road you take will seal your fate. Get right, for God's sake. Now the road you take will seal your fate. Get right, for God's sake. Get right, for it's too late. Get right, for God's sake. Get right.
Get ready for the U.S. presidential election. Tuesday, November the 3rd, 2020. Help save the world. Vote them out. No dictator. Too much hate. Too much confusion. Too much disappointment. Vote blue. We need a good president. We need a good leader with experience. We need Joe Biden to help save the world.
The presidency of the 45th president ended on January 20, 2021. The 46th president of the United States began with his inauguration on January 20, 2021. President number 46 signed the American Rescue Plan Act, Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, CHIPS and Science Act, and Inflation Reduction Act in response to the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent recession. Kamala Harris being elected in the 2020 election alongside President number 46. In 2021, she became the first African American, first female, and first Asian American Vice President of the United States. In 2024, she became the first African American woman nominated for president.
Joe. We need Joe Biden to save the world. It first started when Obama president. First African American to represent. Give a shout out to the USA. Still well liked to this very day. He served 8 years, he was educated. People love him, he was appreciated. Explained it well, not complicated. Reformed the economy, be populated. When the one Joe Biden was the vice president. They worked together a lot of time they spent. the stimulus package, turn the people on. Affordable care, health care reform. Took out Bin Laden for the 9/11. Threw him in the ocean, no shrine, no heaven. Climate condition, military drone. Come on, everybody, let's take Joe home. We need Joe Biden to save the world. Joe, 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 Joe. We need Joe Biden to save the world. 44 out and 45 in. Build a border wall, keep the chaos in. Make the fake news, gaslight the people. Got to pay them back to the old Grim Reaper. Stop them at the border, put them in the cage. Take away the kids, put them in the rage. Conduct investigation, main obligation. Impeach operation, built for no cooperation. They try to get them out with a print pro quo. The party backed them up, they all said no. What we got left? A bunch of goofy guys. Separate the people with a big pack of lies. Knew something was gonna happen, but we didn't know when. Always happen, yes, again and again. Come on, everybody. Somebody say, damn it, we all got caught up in a world pandemic. We need Joe Biden to save the world. Joe, 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 Joe. We need Joe Biden to save the world. After pandemic came a new horizon. Wear your face mask, that's not surprising. In came the president, 46. Social distant for a major fix. He's the president, the center haters hiding. Goes by the name of the one Joe Biden. He was born 1942. He represents a flag, red, white, and blue. Vice President Kamala Harris reformed the economy that we cherish. In poverty, unemployment conditions, support farmers, healthcare, nutrition, fast action against the climate change. The green economy is now in range for true justice, American way. Say the whole world needs Joe Biden today. We need Joe Biden to save the world. Joe, 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 Joe. We need Joe Biden to save the world. Yeah, this is super duper, trooper, cooper, quadruple looper. And I be chillin' and willing and dealing and not illin', but doing a whole lot of positivism. We need Joe, 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 Joe. We need Joe Biden to save the world.
Do you know when the 46th president took office, the country was in the midst of the worst pandemic in more than a century and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression?
COVID-19 was wreaking havoc on our country, killing thousands of Americans every day. That's when President 46 took quick action to end the COVID-19 pandemic.
On his first day in office, he released a national strategy for the COVID-19 response to vaccinate the nation, the largest free vaccination program in the country's history.
People said the 46th president didn't do anything while in office, but let's name some of the things he did.
Okay, let me start first. His relief through the American Rescue Plan changed the country's economic action, leading to the strongest jobs recovery on record.
He provided critical relief to more than 15,000 school districts to reopen safely and support student well-being and academic recovery.
He delivered immediate support for families that's hard hit by the pandemic.
He provided 1,400 per person checks for most Americans. He did not give us any wooden nickels.
Did you know he provided a historic expansion of the child tax credit, leading to the lowest child poverty rate in American history?
He appointed the first black woman, Ketanji Brown Jackson, to the Supreme Court.
He created the first ever summer nutrition benefit, helping the families of 30 million children nationwide who rely on free and reduced price school meals afford food over the summer.
He provided direct fiscal relief to every state and territory and 30,000 cities and towns, enabling critical investments in housing, workforce, public safety, and high-speed internet.
He lowered or eliminated health insurance premiums for millions of lower and middle-income families enrolled in health insurance marketplaces.
He delivered more than $28 billion in emergency relief to help keep 100,000 restaurants and other food and beverage businesses open during the pandemic.
He stood with Ukraine in defense of freedom and democracy.
He worked to build lasting peace in the Middle East.
His administration worked steadfastly to bring peace and stability to the Middle East.
With multiple extreme weather events magnifying in the 2020s, he restored America's climate leadership at home and abroad. On day one, he signed the United States back into the Paris Climate Agreement.
His administration delivered on the most ambitious climate, conservation, and environmental justice agenda in history.
The 46th presidency ended on January 20, 2025, and the beginning of the 47th president's second term on January 20, 2025. Several protests broke out against the United States mass deportation of illegal immigrants. Thousands of demonstrators gathered in cities across the U.S. to protest the president's administration's early actions, protesting everything from the president's immigration crackdown to his rollback of transgender rights. Social Security benefits are a crucial safety net, especially for retirees and those with disabilities, and should be protected from being taken away by creditors or used for other purposes, as they are a promise based on years of contributions. It provides a foundation of income for workers to plan for their retirement and provides social insurance protection to those who become disabled or families whose breadwinner dies.
Did you know hate is so easy to spread these days?
Negative people spread hate by spreading fear and insecurity.
Yeah, like Adam and Eve ate the apple. Now they're using the Apple computer to spread hate on social media. Wow, it's something about that.
You are so right, and furthermore, social isolation, political ideologies, and conspiracy theories can contribute to the expression of hate.
Now, love is not easy to spread. Lord knows it's not easy.
True love is a deep felt and committed connection characterized by respect, trust, and genuine care.
You see, true love is not a fly-by-night feeling, but a choice to prioritize the other person's well-being, even at the expense of one's own comfort.
One thing is for sure. In order to save our democracy, you got to have true love.
Hello, everybody. This is true love. True love is for the people. Help us save our democracy. In order to help save our democracy, you got to have true love. You got to have true love. It's for the USA. You got to have true love. For our democracy, you got to have true love. It's for the people. You got to have true love. Once while walking through a crowd of people, I came upon my true love keeper. My eyes flashed off electricity, and they popped back like elasticity. If you want to do something, do it right now, any time of the day or night. If you do what's right, you will receive all the blessings eternally. You got to have true love. It's for the USA. You got to have true love. Love is what most people sing about. Yeah. False love is all played out. True love's the spirit of the right love. That's all we're thinking of. Now that you thought about it, check out this. So make democracy your favorite dish. Yeah. True love's the best love cause. True love is not false. That's why I want to say now, you got to have true love. It's for the USA. You got to have true love for our democracy. Yeah. You got to have true love. It's for the people. You got to have true love. Oh, yeah, yeah. Your true love is what this is. True love is just like this. True love is what this is. So make democracy your favorite dish. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to have true love. It's for the USA. You got to have true love for our democracy. Yeah, you got to have true love. It's for the people. You got to have true love. You got to have true love. It's for the USA. You got to have true love for our democracy. Yeah, you got to have true love. It's for the people. You got to have true love.
The Russian invasion of Ukraine became the largest conventional military offensive in Europe since World War II. The president said he will stop the war the first day he become president again. We're still waiting.
In 2023, a Hamas-led attack marked the first invasion of Israel since 1948, triggering an Israeli invasion of the Gaza Strip, a Palestinian territory.
That led to the USA president's proposal to forcibly transfer Palestinians from the Gaza Strip.
Can somebody tell me what is DOGE?
DOGE stands for the Department of Government Efficiency. It's the 47th president's way of cutting federal spending.
It's that executive order established by number 47 and the rich man Musk on January 20th, 2025.
It caused large anti-president protesters turn out to rallies in New York, Washington, and other cities across country.
What does ICE stand for?
Do you mean the solid form of water that's cold as ice?
ICE stands for the Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
That is a federal law enforcement agency under the U.S. Department of Homeland Security.
Many controversial tariffs were placed on other countries by the 47th president were either changed or removed.
A citizen of El Salvador was illegally deported from the United States without due process on March 15, 2025. As a result of protests, a judge ordered his return.
Keep your hands off our Social Security. Protesters across the U.S. rally against President number 47 and the Muskrat.
Money, 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 money.
The decade has witnessed increased political polarization, social unrest, and the erosion of democratic values in this country. Events like the 2020 U.S. election, the Jan 6th Capitol riot, and the Russia-Ukraine conflict, along with the Israel-Gaza war, have created a sense of instability and fear. The widening gap between the rich and the poor has been steadily increasing, making it difficult for many to afford basic necessities like housing, food, and healthcare. Climate change, with extreme weather events, wildfires, and rising global temperatures, and the growing threat of environmental damage, have created a sense of impending doom for many and a gut feeling that things are out of control.